I am the mother of 5 beautiful, healthy children. To look at us today, you would never know.
Today, the Goggin family is one of many family teams on the front lines in the fight against prematurity and other infant health problems. 7 years ago, Sherry Goggin gave birth to a daughter, Kate, after only 6 months of pregnancy. For Sherry and her husband, Tom, an OB/GYN, the pregnancy had been wonderful. But on that day, their lives changed forever.
I was able to go see Kate in the NICU. She was a lot, obviously 24-week, nobody's great, but she was being able to be ventilated. She had movement. They said she's very active, so that was, to me, a good sign that she's fighting.
She had had so many IVs. They had used all the veins in her hands, feet, even her head. Had to begin to actually operate to get veins out of her feet. And
I don't understand it. I don't know why this has happened, but it's one of those times that you have to accept that you're not in control. Even though it's your child, there's nothing you can do.
some colleagues gave her much, much less, 50-50 of even surviving, much less the handicaps.
Stories like this play out every day across America. Even though we are the most advanced country in the world, our rate of premature birth has risen dramatically, and our rate of infant death is worse than 28 other nations. We have to find an answer.
Let me put this in context for you. Each year, more than 4 million babies die within the first 28 days of life. And it's estimated that up to half of these deaths are caused by prematurity.
Infant mortality frequently is a result of birth defects and prematurity and low birth weight.
Birth defects exact an extremely high toll of death and disability in at-risk infants and children.
I think the whole problem of adverse outcomes of pregnancy and infant mortality deserves a great deal of attention and needs much more in the United States.
Little Kate Goggin survived and is a healthy, happy girl today. But there's another side to this story. Kate had a twin, a second heart, beating in the womb next to her, a little brother named Jack, who was born too small and too weak to survive.
I didn't hear him cry, and they said, he's okay. But he wasn't.
He was clearly in some trouble, so we knew he was going to have a tough time. And his lungs just didn't have the capability to be ventilated.
And that was it. And I'd already lost one of the twins just like that. The biggest problem should be how to decorate your nursery. But it's not. It's, is my baby going to live? So all of a sudden, you're robbed of that innocence of something you've waited for your entire life to experience. And your husband and your family, your friends, everybody's waiting to meet the new Goggin baby. And they can't. I feel sorry for him that I felt like he was the victim of something I did, or it wasn't his fault. He was just an infant. And I feel sorry for him that he never had the chance to live.
Today, Jack's twin sister Kate is a remarkable success story, thanks to the March of Dimes and the research we helped fund.
The March of Dimes has been instrumental in changing the way we do newborn screening in the United States, so that now 95% of America's babies are screened for over 21 treatable disorders that can decrease morbidity and mortality in our infants.
Through the funding of research, professional and public education, and community intervention in high-risk populations, both in the U.S. and around the world, the March of Dimes is helping to decrease infant mortality worldwide.
Who knows what new developments will be able to save younger and younger babies. More children like Jack, if he were born now even, may have had a chance. Another baby may benefit from that additional research.
Our dream and our goal is to reach a day in the not-too-distant future when all babies everywhere will have a healthy start in life.